For a gentleman called Leland Johnson. Leland Johnson decided to retire this year, and immediately called up Danny and said if he'd like to ride something we got, and he said sure. So he's going to be campaigning a vintage bike of his own for a while, and we're going to try to get him on a hooligan at some select races and see how that works out, but I think it'll work out really good. He's a Beaver Dam resident, a couple Wisconsin vintage championships to his name, so this will work out really good. Looking forward to working with him and riding with him. And then we got the next person in line is my son. Actually, we got the cousins. The next batch of guys are all cousins and related. Aaron is my son. He races a few times. He's going to campaign a vintage bike once in a while. And also we're going to be doing, if you've ever seen any of the media that we have online with videos and stuff like that, he did all the producing of them and filming of it. Just graduated from Stout. I don't have to pay for that anymore. So that's good. So, yeah. Aaron, if you want to jump up there, yeah, you got to jump up the stage, that's good. So he'll be riding that. And then next we got a cousin, we got Ryan Weber. He's going to be first year on his hooligan bike. He's got many years on a 450, he rode a Rotex for me a couple times. And he went and purchased their own bike, and they're going to be doing the hooligan deal with us again for this year. And then we got Chris Hansen. So all 4 of these yo-yos are related. I think that's travel with that once in a while.
That's awesome.
So then we got Chris Hansen. Chris will be his second year riding the hooligan bike. He made it to the X Games last year. He finished 13th in points for Wisconsin this year. He's got a little more motivation to get a little better this year. And see how that one goes. And then we got Jordan. What can I say about Jordan? When I come to see him race, you know what he drives me crazy. Also Scott's son. Jordan finished 3rd last year in Wisconsin points. I believe it's his 3rd year on the hooligan. Second year? Okay. Obviously we're looking for bigger, better things this year, but we'll see if we keep it out of the fence.
He will.
Sixthly, we have Michael Van Langen. Michael will be new on hooligan this year. He got a lot of time on a Rotex that he rode for me and a 450, and he rode Benny's bike last year at Plymouth for the first time. I think he was a little freaked out. And being it was a new bike, he had a lot to learn out of it, but look for, this year I think we'll be pretty good with him on it. And I think we'll adapt to it pretty quick and see how we go. And looking forward to that one. And lastly, but not least, he's always late, normally. And we're always picking up his stuff. But for results on the racetrack, we sure can't argue about.
That's right.
Benny Carlson, he's been riding for me since 2011, I believe. His credentials are pretty huge, multi-time Super Motard champion. I think we finished twice, second up 2 years in a row road racing. 4-time Flat Out Friday winner. There's a lot. We've been doing a lot of racing.
Road racing.
Steady road racing, yes. I mean, steady on a bike, very fast. Very fortunate to work with them. Glad we're going to do it for another year. Thought we'd have some fun in Wisconsin points this year. He was also a bronze medal winner last year in the X Games in Minnesota, which X Games last year, for people who aren't familiar with it, everybody that went there, if you saw it on TV in Minnesota, that was an eighth of what it took to get there. There was 84 people that went to Boise, Idaho to qualify to go to the X Games that they took 48 out of. I think I hauled out 16, 17 riders from Wisconsin. All but 2 made it to the 48. And out of the 48, 6 made it to the main event. And 2 Wisconsin guys, Danny Mishler and Benny Carlson, finished in the top 3. So, even though it was a big deal, it was really hard to do that. It was a lot of fun, it was a lot of work, and we'll see what happens this year. But with that said, I hope you guys are all hungry. We have a lot of food, and I appreciate you guys all coming out again. Come to the races, watch guys go around. Our first race will be at Plymouth in the end of May 31st. if you're local, it'll be a really good race. We're going to have a memorial race to my brother Scott. I'm suspecting, you guys that were out in Tennessee, how many riders did you have?
There was 30.
30. So I mean, right now that's huge for one class. The hooligan class has been really huge, really competitive. So if you're at all interested in seeing some good racing, go to Plymouth and check out some of their races around the state too. And once again, thanks for coming. Enjoy.